Tonight I'm going to do a product review, and I'm going to be reviewing the Joby GorillaPod Action Video Tripod. There's a link to it in the description below, so go ahead and check it out. I'll tell you my views on it, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and if I would recommend buying it or not. So I got this back at the beginning of March, so I've been using it for about 3 months now, and pretty much been using it for all of my vlogging. Cameras almost always hooked up to it, unless I need it for some other reason. A lot of times I'm just using it as a tripod. Depending on the location, I will, move the legs around, which I'll talk about here shortly. But it's primarily been the daily driver that I've been using for the vlogs to hold up the GoPro. So what do I like about it? One of the things I really like, seems like a small detail on here, is a level. I don't always get it exactly level, but I've been using that to help level the camera, and I'm thankful for it, because I don't know how many videos I would have where maybe the camera would be tilted a little bit and look like I'm on a ship leaning over or something like that. So nice touch. No matter what configuration you put it in, you can always get your camera level. So what's going to help with that once you get your tripod set up or wrapped around something is the swivel head on this knob here. Turns probably about half a turn total in all, but once you loosen it, it kind of gets a stop there. The head of it will swivel, as well as it's on this ball mount here. So not only can you spin the ball around like this, but you can also tilt it up and down and pretty much get your camera in any configuration, no matter what the legs are in, and then with another kind of half twist back around, it's pretty solid there. So I like that. You'll also notice right now that I am using the GoPro mount. Another nice feature of this is got a quick release. Push button up here, and this pops off. And it also comes with a tripod mount that will slide in there. So if you have a different camera or a quarter 20 on the bottom of a camera mount or something, you can always use the tripod on that. So again, nice touch, easy switch on and off, just like that. And one of the things that I did notice on this as well is that it's pretty secure. I was a little concerned that maybe this is loose or would become loose, but over time it's just been in there solid, so it does hold the camera steady as you're using it. So let's get on to the legs part of it. Bottom of the legs have these rubberized tips, so when you set it down on the surface, if you do use it more as a tripod, it's going to go ahead and have some grip on that surface. As well as each of these little nodules on here, I don't know what you want to call them, I'll call them nodules, have rubber on them. So grippiness, so when you need to wrap the leg around something to help hold it, got a little bit of grip there. It's going to hold it in place. So nice feature, nice touch there. And then the other thing is with the configuration of this, each one of these bends, so you can get it into quite a few different configurations. I have not found anything that I have not been able to mount this to using this configuration. So it's a nice design with this kind of ball and cup design, where it does allow a lot of flexibility in moving it around to mount it, to grip it to whatever you want, fence, a railing, tripod, just standing it up on a flat surface as a tripod, even a tilted surface. With the legs, the way they move, you can get the the right level. Again, if you can't quite get it with the legs, with the addition of the swivel head here, you're definitely going to do that. So overall I've been very pleased with this so far, with the different configurations. As I said, I have not yet found anything that I have not been able to mount this, or a configuration where I wanted to mount it and I have not been able to. So very pleased with that. So the one negative I have found on it so far is this one leg here, and I know it's going to be hard to show in the video, but it's very loose. It's not as tight. These other legs have more resistance to them, so that when you move it into a position, it's going to be a little firmer. It's going to hold there. This one, not so much, especially once I get the camera, get a little weight on this. It does tend to fall over or slip easily, and I've been able to identify that it's actually this cup seems to be a little bit wider. I tried taking one of these other nodules and put it in there, and it's the same thing, same looseness. So I'm determining that it's the cup and not necessarily this. Else I could swap it out for a different one. And all of these will come apart like that, you know, so that you can, I guess, make it as long or as short as you want. But I've always left it the full length and been able to move it around as I need to. So again, a little disappointed in that, especially once I get the camera on there. It doesn't have the stability anymore that I want when I try to use it as a tripod. A couple videos ago when my wife and I were at the lake and I was trying to set it down on the surface to get us walking by, it wasn't, you know, the surface wasn't real level, and just trying to get this into the position without it moving too much was a little disappointing. So I think I'm going to end up sending this back under warranty and see if I can get it claimed. I'm hesitant to do that because, as I mentioned, it's been my daily driver, and overall I've been happy with it. But I don't know how much longer I want to live with it like this, and so if I send it in, I'm going to be out without it for a period of time. I'll use my other mount, which is not as versatile as this. But if they determine that it's faulty and I get a new one, it'll certainly be well worth the time without it. My fear is I'm going to send it in and I'm going to say, no, there's nothing wrong with it. So, but I guess I'm going to have to send it in and find out if that is the case or not on this. But so would I recommend it? Yes, I would recommend this. At least right now. Like I said, I've been very pleased with it. The configurations I've been able to put it in, the overall security of it, and the sturdiness of it as well. You know, once you have it in place, it's pretty sturdy for shots. Of course, if you're going to just hang it on something, you know, it's going to move. But with the other legs, you're usually able to clamp it onto something where, you know, you're not going to have as much movement. But sturdy. The grips are really well made on it. So overall, I would recommend it. I'm going to send this in, like I said, and find out if they cover it under warranty. So maybe I'll follow up with a different opinion if they don't, because this one has, in my opinion, has worn out a lot quicker than I expected, especially since the other ones are still fairly firm. But so that's basically the biggest and only complaint I have about it. And yes, I would recommend go ahead and getting this. So that's what I have for you tonight. Again, link for this is in the description, so go ahead and check that out if you want to get one. And that's it. Hope you have a great evening, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.